Greetings, I'm Bizarre. We're coming to you from the Olive Hookah Bar because I thought that would be really funny to talk about Vapr, the new smoke device, and this is it right here. I don't know why I have an accent, but I do. I want to stop this now. Vapr, first off, comes in a nice box. As you can see here, it opens up, very easy, accessible. And inside you find lots of cool toys. Here is Vapr right here. This is what it looks like. I'm going to talk about the device a little bit here. It comes with a tube that lets you, as it said on the ad, is customizable. You can change it to any length. It's stretchy. I'm guessing it's made of silicone, so it should hold up pretty well. Here's the device. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. You get these armbands here. This is the wristband. This is cool. This actually is much better and much more comfortable to wear than the other smoke devices that are out there. Let's see, there's the remote. This is my favorite part right here. This makes me happy in the pants right here. This remote allows you to do all sorts of cool stuff. All the smoke cartridges and the charger. This was very smart, I thought, of them right here. You can plug it in to the wall or to the computer. And since you have to recharge not only this device, the remote, but you also have to charge the atomizer, which is why there's no wire running through the tube. They give you that too. So it's a two-in-one miracle of modern technology, this thing right here. So I thought that was really thought. This has been really well thought out. They spent a lot of time, I feel, thinking about this in a lot of respects, to the point of, like, they have this, they talked about this faux leather finish that lets it grip for like cloth and stuff. What I did with this, when I was messing with this, was I used this as a toe switch. And a lot of people don't understand what a toe switch is. They think that it means you put it in your shoe and activate it with your toe. It's actually not what a toe switch is. What I would do with this, and what I have done with this, is you stick it in your sock on your right foot, and then your left toe reaches over and clicks it and sets it off. That, to me, is what that means. So it's, for those of you who think you put this in your shoe, don't actually do that right there. Now, one of the things we have here, this is something, I actually didn't find this out until Will told me about it. The switch here has 3 different positions, and I didn't know why, because the middle is what activates it right here. So when I push this here, this activates and brings out the smoke. Ooh. Yes. But for some reason, when it was in this position, it didn't do it, but this one did right here. So this is actually, it's set up to where the remote will only trigger it when the switch is in a certain position. So this does nothing. So if you only need it to be triggered by this, they've thought of that, which I thought was very smart. The other nice thing is that this is micro USB, which means if for some reason you don't happen to have the charge cable and need to charge these things, you probably already have this, which I thought was nice that they did that as well. What's really cool is when it's charging, there's 2 little blinky LEDs here, which you can tell when they're charged because the lights go off. I thought, again, this is all very smart. These are little details that make me super happy. I just want to talk about that. So, and the fact that this is remote controlled is so awesome, because this way I can put this in a prop. I can place this in a pocket, I can put it on anywhere else, or I could have somebody else activate it, and I don't have to worry about having a timer or having to worry about wireless electronics myself, any of that kind of stuff. So to me, this is worth twice the price, because I know how hard wireless technology is to deal with. Normally, the last smoke device I had to wear right here. I had to put it so I could trigger it with my forearm right here. This one's actually really easy to activate. This one I am using here to activate, because it's like this, and pumps, when you have to use pumps, it's kind of, depending on your body type and your body shape, this can get a little awkward feeling and looking. So this was no trouble whatsoever. And the other cool thing about it is you can just hold it down. And if you have it in the right position instead of on the remote only setting, check this out. This can just go and go and go and go. I could pretend I'm smoking a hookah like that if I wanted to. And as you can see, the smoke is pretty white. Now let's talk about a couple of the things that I feel that should be discussed. It is, if you're in a very quiet room, you still will hear a little bit of noise because you're dealing with electronic components. But the nice thing is the noise only comes from here. It doesn't come from here anymore. That was the problem with some previous smoke devices, is because of a wire running through here, noise came out of this, which is why a lot of people could hear it from the sleeve. That's not an issue anymore if it's up under here, which is really nice. The other thing is, and I highly recommend, when you first get this, you're just going to strap it on and you're going to go to town. You're just going to use it and play with it and find out everything it can do. I will recommend for you to do one of 2 things. This has a tendency to slip right here, underneath here. This could be a little bit wider in my opinion, and this has a tendency to slip. Also, if for some reason your wrist does this, it can push it down inside of this, and that can be a problem. And I have two solutions for this myself. One of them is to get what's called friction tape, which is it's the type of tape that strippers put on the bottom of their shoes to give them grip. I think it's actually for furniture to keep it from sliding across floors. But if you take some of that and put it on the atomizer here, it should prevent it from sliding too much. It'll grip this and keep it from moving, which would be nice. The other thing is when you start playing with this a lot, and you will, and you start activating this, holding this down, this does get a little warm in here, especially after everything is charged fresh. That's going to be a huge problem. Actually, this is a preview copy I got. I didn't actually get the DVD or instructions with it. And Zach here discovered something that I totally missed. Apparently the wrist sleeve, they thought of everything seriously. So the wrists thing here has a hole, has a little sleevey thing here that you feed this into that helps keep it in place like that. Didn't know, had no clue. He was like, hey, look at this, and I'm like, I feel bad now. So yeah, and now it actually what I talked about before with this still slides a little bit, but nowhere near as much. Grip tape still, I think, right here would be good. But now it doesn't. Now I don't feel any heat when I do this. So there you go. I just wanted to add that real quick. So I have nothing to complain about this thing. This is actually, I think this thing is top to bottom really well thought out. So. I highly recommend it. All in all, I'm super stoked about this thing. This, like I said, this alone makes me so happy, and I think this will stand the test of time. And any new devices that are coming out are gonna have to really go above and beyond. So, hope you guys enjoy it. Buy it. I'm Bizarro. Goodbye.